Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abiba, and on today's video I'll be showing you how to draw this blouse. So if it's something you like to know how to do, watch the video to the end, and don't forget to support me by subscribing, like and make comments. So let's start. You can see that I've already drafted out my guideline. So from here now I'll be taking my vertical measurements. My shoulder to bust point 10 inches. I'll mark my 10 inches. My shoulder to waist is 16 inches for the front. For the back is 15. My shoulder to hip is 24. Exactly this length. So I'll be bringing out this my vertical measurement for introducing my horizontal measurement. So this is my shoulder to bust point. This is my shoulder to waist, and the down part is my hip. So now the first measurement I'm interpreting is my shoulder. My shoulder is My shoulder is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7 inches. So I'll mark my 7 inches. Now, the neck width I'm using is 3 inches by depth of 6 inches. So I'm bringing out my neckline. Then my shoulder slope 1 inches. So I'm going to connect it back to the neckline. From here, I'll take my armhole measurement. My armhole is 7.5 inches. So I'll mark 7.5 inches. So I'm bringing my armhole line. So I'll look for the midpoint of the armhole. The midpoint of the armhole by taking it this way. So this is the midpoint of my armhole. And I'll come in by half inches. So I'm just going to bring my French curve and curve my armhole out. So from here to here. Now I'm going to interpret my bust on the armhole. My bust is 34. 34 divided by 4 is 8.5. So I'll mark my 8.5. So this is where so I'll just connect this. Now, moving to you can still interpret the same bust point on this 8.5 mark. Now, the waistline is, I'm using what I have as my bust, as my waist. So the difference between my bust and my waist is 28. So if you minus 28 divided by 4, it's going to be 7. So minus 7 inches from 8.5. So we have 1.5 as the excess. So the 1.5 is going to be my dart intake. So the 1.5, so the thing is I'm interpreting my waist I'm interpreting my bust on the waist. Then I'll now look for the difference. The difference is 1.5. So the 1.5 will be my dart intake. Now, the apex to apex measurement. My apex to apex measurement is 7. 7 divided by 2 is going to be 3.5. So I'll mark 3.5 on the bust point. Now the 3.5 is serving as a guideline. I'll take it down 3.5. So I'll bring out a straight line. So this is my dart where I'm going to take my dart leg from. So whatever your apex to apex is, you interpret it, divide it by 2 and interpret it. Now on the waistline, remember I said the difference between my bust and my waist is 1 inches. So I'm going to share it into 2. So it's going to give me 0.7. So on both legs, I'm going to mark 0.7 here. 0.7 here. So that is how I got my that. Now you come down before the bust point with 1 inches. So please, you can recheck your measurement 0.7, 0.7. So this is my back leg. Now it's not getting to my hip point before 3 inches before the hip point. So that's where my dart is stopping. So I'll extend this and connect this to this. So I'll interpret and go ahead and interpret my hip on the hip line. My hip is 36 divided by 4 is going to be 9 inches. So I'll mark my 9 and connect the shape together. So this to this, hip to then to this. Now this is my basic block. Now I'll mark, I'll look for my shoulder to underbust. My shoulder to underbust is 13 inches. So I'm going to mark 13 inches and I'm going to draw a straight line out. Now I'm going to take a new dart. On this, I'm marking 0.5 inches in and 0.5 inches. Then I'm going to connect it back. So this is my new dart leg. I'm going to connect it. You can decide to use either French curve to do this part. So this, this. So I'm taking it to the waistline. Now remember I said my shoulder to waist is 16. So for my shoulder to waist at the back is 15. So I have difference of 1 inches. So the 1 inches is coming as my bust dart. So I'll come here and mark my 1 inches. So I'm going to connect this. Also the guideline is 1 inches before. So I'm going to connect this to this. So this is my bust dart. Now to get my princess line, I'll mark what I have on the armhole. I'll mark all what I have on the armhole. You can just follow the armhole. So from here now, I'll look for the midpoint. This is like 9. The midpoint of this is like 4.5. So I'll mark my 4.5. So now I'll mark it like this, and I want to connect this my bust line to my what's it called, my princess line. So you can use French curve from here. So I'll connect this. Now I'm going to, because by the time I cut here will be shorter, so I'm going to extend this from my armhole. I'm going to extend it with 1 inches or even 0.5 inches is okay. So that by the time I cut, I won't have, so I'm going to connect it back to the armhole. So this is my new armhole. Now for the contouring of this part, I'm going in with 0.5 inches. So I'm contouring this with 0.5 inches. So now 1 inches above, that's the guideline. So 1 inches before this point. So I'm going to just cut out my, now before cutting out, I need to bring out the neck, the shape of my neck. So I'm going to, the distance from here is going to be 0.5 inches and it's likely curved. So it's going to be a V neck line. So So I have a distance of half inches. Yeah. Now on this down part, I'm just going to curve the hemline. I'm just going to curve the hemline with 0.7 inches. So slightly curve it. Now this is my pattern, so I'll be cutting it out. So this is me cutting out my pattern. So remember, this is the contouring, so it's not part of the measurement, so it's coming this way. So now because of the style, I'm cutting out the waistline. Now for my darts, I'll cut out my dart leg. So I'm cutting all this dart leg. Now I'll notch the bust point for the center piece. The side. Now it's time to close my dart. So I'll splash this. And then I'm going to tape this down. So this is my pieces. You see I've closed the dart. So this is my side piece, this is my front piece, center piece. Now for the down part, I'm going to close the darts and add fullness to this. So I'm going to we're going to be closing the darts. So I'm just going to add fullness to this. So because it's not a full circle flay, so it's just this down part that is having flay. So I'm going to add a fullness to this part. So that's what I'm doing. So I wanted to add 3 inches from this to this, and also I'll add at the side. So these are my pattern pieces for the front. Now I'll just label them and add green lines. I see I've labeled them. This is 1, 2, and 3. The next thing is to cut the back. So this is my back pattern. So the same way I drafted the front, shoulder to bust point, under bust, and shoulder to waist, shoulder to armhole line, shoulder to hip. So and I brought out my dark leg for the back too. Now you notice that my dart is extending to the armhole line. Yes, that's because it's the back dart. So it's going up to the armhole line because I don't have bust behind. Now the same thing I did at the front is to look for the armhole of this and look for the midpoint. So the same way you place your tape this way. So the back I'm having 8.2. So it's going to be 4.1. So I'll mark my 4.1. And you can also leave it as a normal dart if you don't want it to have a princess dart. You can just leave it as a normal dart. But in case you want it to have a princess dart, you just mark it the same way. Now, for this now, it's connecting to this your line. So from here now, you can just use your hand and connect it to this now. So that's for the back. Connect it to this. And to also contour the back, you can decide to take the note of the underbust measurement here too and mark like quarter inches, quarter inches. Now it's going to go up quarter inches to this side, quarter inches. Now please, when you're covering this, make sure it's going straight because you don't have ball behind. So quarter inches. Then, so the reason is going to make sure you don't have any gaping at the back. So this is for the back. Now the same way that the vertical is stopping at the waist is going to stop at the waist. Now and also I contour the back with half inches so that there won't be any gaping at the back. There won't be any bulge. So I'll just take it up this way. Now I'm going to cut it out. So here is my pieces. You can see this is the center piece. This is the side. This is the down part. So the same thing I did to the front. I added 3 inches on this and 1.5 on this side. So that's the same thing I did. So this is my back piece. These are my back pieces. And this is my front. So these are my pieces. The next thing is to transfer them on my fabric and add seam allowance. Now to trace the collar for the neck of the dress, I'm just pattern a paper on the down part. Now remember from the picture the neck is starting from this point, so I'm going to trace this. I'm going to trace all what I have on this. Now you now add what you have for the back. Now, fold this way, fold the paper this way, and be it. Then you cut out this. So I've traced it out. Then I'll be extending it with 4.5 inches for the back neck line. I'm extending with 4.5 inches. Now the width of what you want after you must have, I want it to be 3 inches. That's the wideness. It's going to be 3 inches. So I'll mark 3 inches all through. So let's cut it out. Now this is how it's coming. It's coming like this. And this is extending to the back. Now if you want it to be slightly, maybe you want the neck to be a scoop, the collar to be a scoop collar or have some little design, you can just start from this point now and mark it. So you can see I've went ahead to shape out what I want for the collar. So that's how it's going to come. And remember, when I'm cutting, this part will be on fold. So my material is going to be on fold, both the one I'm using for the facing and the real collar. So that's the pieces. The next thing is to transfer all the pattern to the fabric. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos whenever I upload. So let's transfer the pattern on the fabric.